He's got some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, it gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. To throw, here's Willis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on first play.
And you can't let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open.
It's only about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. This one completes Alec Pierce. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. In motion, the tight end. 17-0 our score after 1. Second and 12. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Broncos. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw on second and 10. Wilson. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And the ball on the 30. Here's second and 4. Wilson will throw again. That's complete. It's Okurebunan. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Mostert will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Jets at 9-3 here on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Rodgers to throw once more. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Willis headed left off the option. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us, because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot: stay the course. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled for just a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson will get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson over the middle, complete to Judy. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They run. It's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson right back to Judy, and it's complete. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Wilson. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 67 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. On the counter, it's Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Or based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got room. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And so close, he gets it to the wall. That's right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Back to throw, Willis. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 40. Throwing is Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception. interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And the slot man goes in motion left. Ball again on 2nd down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alec Pierce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Anderson applying pressure and picking up the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 13. Here's Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They try the left side here with Williams. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play with...
Now a hit and a loose football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run out of the gun here, Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. This is caught. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Here we go with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Option play, here's Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to Hardman. And this is going to be another first down. So make the tackle with the Broncos 43. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw is Rodgers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And he's got Pierce. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
On second down, Mostert. And that could be a killer. He'll lose yardage and tackled inbounds. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Wilson to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that's caught by Williams. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contact.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Jets, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.